Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Scrappy Adam, and welcome to 12 days of summer scrap lifts from Scrap Squad. This is day 3, and this is today's Scrap Squad scrap lift that they chose. It is from a 49er Market design team, Claire Hawkins, and I love it. It's got like a big sort of arrow, sharp edges, film strips, lots of stuff going on, and loving it. I am also following along with the paper issues Scrapbooking Olympics. Today we're going to do fencing, and it's to challenge you to create a project using sharp lines in your design, which obviously the design of this layout is perfect for that. And I am also going to add in maybe some stitching stamps. We shall see. I am using the Vicky Booten Mixed Media Collection. If you've not got this pad, you need it. It's just awesome. It is really, really, really good. Love it. All these backgrounds you can use, and it's basically just a collection of all of Vicky's previous papers from all sorts of collections, with a few new or reimagined papers, shall we say. But big fan of that. I'm going to use this paper, which was originally from Storyteller, but we're going to use this side, and I am going to create my sort of triangle, if you like, or my arrow with this paper, and then mat underneath it with a very thin board of this yellow, and we've got some 49er Market film strips. So I'm not going to lie, I have tried to do this about 4 times and started again. I've tried all sorts and figured it's actually very difficult. So what I'm going to do is basically pop it this way. I've marked the halfway point. So that is where I want my papers to sort of join, and I want this one to start there. So my idea is that I am going to do something along the lines of that. Something like that. So I'm going to go and get that stuck down, and then all I'm going to do is cut a thin piece of this yellow, tuck it under there so we've got a little bit poking out there, choose my photos, and then let's get building this awesome layout. Okay, so we finally got there. Took a while, but we have our basic layout done. As you can see, we have joined it up here. You're not going to see it when we finish, so I'm not too worried about that. It's looking much like our inspiration, so I'm happy with that. I've also matted 3 photos, and they are from our trip to Bath. So we are going to have those on here. And I've got some bits and bobs from the 49er Market Everywhere collection. This isn't the latest travel one. It's the one before that. I've still got tons of it, so we're going to bash some of that. Now we just need to decide whether we want to introduce a bit of orange at this point, or just stick to red and green and yellow. I'm thinking we will get rid of the orange for now and just stick with the green and yellow. So I'm just going to put a bit of adhesive on this one and then get this one stuck down. That's going to go about there. And then the same for the yellow one. It is acetate, so just choose your adhesive carefully is what I would say. I just use these Sticks 2, which you can get direct from Sticks 2. They do really good deals on them. And then our 3 photos, which I am actually going to place very much similar to our inspiration. So like this, I'm actually going to stick to that pretty spot on. So I'm thinking something along those lines like that. So I'm going to stick this one first. So that's going to come in here and go about there. Then we're going to have this one, which I want to go about here. And then finally our third photo. This might turn out to be one of the closest scrap lifts I've ever done. we shall see. I'm not finished yet. I've also got some other bits and pieces here as well. Not sure why we've still got so many of them, but we have. And lots of other bits and pieces. So for title, I was debating everywhere or adventure. I think we're going to go with adventure. And I am going to use a little bit of Nuvo adhesive because it is chipboard. Get some dimension going, and I'm going to place that slightly over our photo as well, so just pop that down there. Okay, now we have got a bit of leakage, but that is fine, that will go in due course. Excuse me. I do have some rub-ons. Gotta love some 49er Market rub-ons, haven't you? And I'm gonna use one. Let's have a look. This collection is one of my favourite stunning collection. I say that about most 49er Market products though, but they genuinely are. Okay, I'm going to use one of them, I think. So let's use let's use this one here. Okay, and that oh well, that's no good. That's not come off properly. Use your stuff, guys, because things dry out, as I've just proven there. That is very disappointing for 49er Market rub-ons, but it's the first time, so can't complain. I'm going to pop that here. Like so. It's just a great first piece to our layout. What else then? Now I do have some stamps that I wanted to use. Let me just see. Let me just grab a stamp block. Okay, so I'm going to use a stamping platform. It's the We Are Memory Keepers Precision Press, just because I want to make sure we get a good impression. And I'm going to pop it about here. So let me just pop that there. Now it is a new stamp, so I'm just going to use a rubber just to make sure it's nice and primed. And then I've just got Black Suit Distress Oxide ink. There we go. That is why I use this platform press, because you don't always get a great impression. But I do love that actually, that little stitch there. And then I think we might put one more down here. Just about there. So again, I'm just going to come down, stick that in, give it one more. Perfect. I will pop that to one side and clean it up later. So we've got a little bit of stitched detail now, which I'm loving, and then it's just a case of building up our layout, seeing what else we want to add in. Thinking some tickets to the top of our photo. So let's see, we've got a couple here that could work. Don't need all of that, so just tear it in half. Keep the other half for another layout. So I'm just going to use a couple of tickets up there. Now these tickets are from this collection as opposed to the tickets, do you know where they did like the pack of tickets? I do still have a lot of them left. So it's quite the collection. So we've got them going on up there, loving that. I think tickets is one of those things you can just use on any layout, isn't it, really? We've also got a little label. Well, it's not so little. So I'm thinking, what about... it's a bit big, actually. It's a little bit big. Okay. Didn't think that one through before I started cutting things up, but we do have a circle. So I'm going to use the circle just to the side, just to give us a little somewhere to anchor a couple more pieces. And then I have pulled out this stuff here as well. We've got these geotags. I'm not sure we're going to use them today. They're a little bit too big. Like this one is gigantic, but I love it nonetheless. And we do have a little tab. So I'm going to bring in a tab to the top. Or shall we do that? I'm going to do that to the top. And that's just going to bring our orange around the page. We will use some wishing bubbles and trinkets, or whatever they're called, last. I now want to just look at what we've got over here. I did want to use one of these buildings because obviously it goes perfectly. So I'm going to use this one, I think. Try and lift that up ever so slightly and pop that in there. These, I just love them. Love them. And then it's just a case of adding a few finishing touches, but I think we're not far off calling it done, guys, which I'm sure you've all just fallen off your seats because it's not what I usually say. But I definitely don't want to overload this layout. I'm loving the simplicity of it. Got a little cross there, and then we have got a few wordy bits, so I'm going to use this one that says famous. If you are not familiar with this area, these are the houses in Bath which are famous. So we've got famous and amazing there. Adventure awaits, or remember the now, or not all who wander are lost. I quite like that one. These are chipboard word phrases from Tim Holtz. I've got a few different collections of them. Okay, and then I think let's pop that under there. And then we've got a couple of heart pieces, and I think that's probably then going to do it. Wondering whether we should finish off with some splatters on this layout, and I think we probably should. Just going to put a couple of these chipboard hearts. So we've got one there. Let's have one up here and one down here. Okay, and then just to finish us off, the baubles. Why do I keep calling them baubles? They're bubbles and baubles. It's a bit of a random name, but we'll work with it. Okay. Not sure the geotags are going to work, actually. Which is fine. I did want to put a little something there, I'm just not entirely sure what. So then I'm just going to mix in where we've got the... No, let's put one there. Put a couple of them there. Can't just do two. There we go. So we've got 3 up there. And that is going to do it, I think. That is today's layout. Let's just pull that off to there. In terms of some splatters, we've got pops of blue. But I think... yeah, I'm going to do... I'm sure we've got a navy, yes. So I'm just going to fold that up just because I don't want it going on the photos. There we go. So we'll put a few splatters up there, a few down here, and a few over here. And then of course we just wipe that up. And as if by magic we're all cleaned up, zoomed in, ready for you to take a close-up. That is the result of today's layout. That was today's inspiration from Scrap Squad. They're chosen day 3, 12 days of summer scrap lifts. And I love this layout actually. I'm really impressed that I've kept to the design and I love the way it all flows together. I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you for day 4 very, very soon. Bye for now.